feel extremely present, extremely mindful. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Natasha. For those of you guys that are new, welcome. For those of you guys that are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Please just take a second to subscribe down below for all things girl talk. Don't forget to turn on that little bell. That way you get updated every time I upload a new video. And if you want to get to know me just a little bit more, you can also follow me on Instagram. I post a lot more on there. So without further ado, today's video is a very requested video. No, I'm just kidding. So it is building your morning routine. That way it is filled with productivity, right? We all want to be productive. We all want to set ourselves up for success. So why not let me share my tips of what I do every time I wake up in the morning that have helped me feel good about myself, be motivated, actually stay productive throughout the day, and just get a lot more done. So if you guys want to hear more about those tips, stay tuned. So let's just get right into it. In the morning, my alarm rings at 7:30 a.m. and I'm a firm believer in that you should not snooze. Granted, I have snoozed in the past. I'm not perfect. However, I have made it a point to stop my alarm as soon as it rings and actually open my eyes and be up, right? I won't necessarily get out of bed right away because I have this routine that I'm about to talk to you about that I do while I'm still in bed. So as gotta clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. All right, let me stay serious. Okay, so after I turn off my alarm, I open my eyes and immediately I start thanking God for the day. So I start listing all the things that I am grateful for that morning just in my head, right? I won't write anything down. Once I'm done with that, I will actually transition into a little prayer. Once I'm done praying, I will go ahead and take my phone and actually go to my Calm app, which for those of you guys that don't know, it's a meditation app, and I will go ahead and open up my day of meditation. So I think it's a 30-day meditation series, and whatever day I'm on, I'll open it to that day and I'll start meditating. So now it's very common for people to meditate sitting up, but I personally like lying down, and it's okay to lie down as long as you don't fall asleep because then it defies the whole purpose of it. So I lay down. As I'm laying down, I just press the meditation to start and I start meditating. It's about a 10-minute meditation, I have to say. I think they vary actually, maybe like 8 to 10 minutes. And so once I'm done meditating, I feel extremely calm, I feel extremely present, extremely mindful, and I set my intentions for the day. One thing that I want to be intentional about, so that could be, let me be intentional about being present today. Let me be intentional about really staying focused in my work, not getting distracted. Whatever your intention for the day is, let me be intentional about being grateful. I don't know what that is for you, but you can set your intention for whatever it is. So once I set my intention, I start getting up, but I don't even set my foot on the actual floor because I start making my bed as I'm on the bed. So I have like a platform bed, and I realize that for me, for the bed to get done, I still have to remain in bed because once I get up, I'm too lazy to go back and fix it. So I start fixing the pillows, and then I start fixing the comforter, and then that's when I get up and do the final fixes of the bed. And the real reason why I started doing my bed in the morning was because I read this book called Make Your Bed by William McRaven, Little Things That Can Change Your Life and Maybe the World. And after reading this book, I realized that making your bed each and every morning can give you that satisfaction of really accomplishing or completing that one task, right? Let's say if that's all you completed for the day and you did nothing else, at least you feel some sort of achievement that you did something, even though it was something as small as making your bed. And so before this book, I never used to make my bed. I used to think like, well, I'm gonna go right back into it later tonight. Why should I even make my bed this morning? Like, that's just a waste of time. But then after realizing the intent and meaning behind it, I started doing it, and I actually did notice that when on the days I wasn't as productive or didn't feel as productive, I still felt good about myself because I made my bed. So I was like, okay, well, that's one thing that I did today, you know? So I think that's the train of thought behind making your bed. So for those of you non-believers like I was, I suggest you trying it out and see if it makes a difference for you at all, right? Because for me, it definitely did. So that's really the core part of my morning routine, because it really sets me up for feeling good, feeling grateful, feeling blessed for waking up another day, and just setting the right mood. And so once I'm done brushing my teeth, I go ahead and go make some coffee. Coffee is essential. I feel like I'm not awake until I have that first cup of coffee. Usually I have 1 to 2 cups a day, but not maybe the first cup, but that first sip. I'm like, woo, child, I'm up. It doesn't happen like that, but you know what I mean. I'm being a little dramatic. And so once I have my cup of coffee with me, I go ahead and sit on my couch and I have me time. Me time means that I can either pick up a book and read, or I can either go on YouTube. I have a lot of YouTubers that I enjoy watching, so I'll go on YouTube, or I'll go on insider.com and read some news, whatever it is. Keep in mind that as I'm telling you my entire morning routine, I have yet to say that I've opened up my emails, opened up social media, looked at text messages. I do not do any of that until like 10:30 a.m. The reason for that is because I do not want to subconsciously get affected by anything I see on my phone. Let's say I go on social media and I get triggered for whatever reason, then that kind of sets me up for failure. Or let's say I read a text message and it gets me stressed out. I don't want to be set up for failure either. So I tend to put off my phone all the way till 10:30 once I finish having my me time. And so now during my me time, these are my core 3 things, and I'll show you guys right now. I pick up my Streams in the Desert. It's a 360 daily devotional reading. And so what I do is I turn to the day that it is and I read that daily scripture. So today, for example, is April 20th? Yes, April 20th. And as you can see, it has the message of the day, and it's not too long. It's just a small paragraph that I read, and I just kind of simmer in what was said and what I think about it and how I interpreted it, and then I put it away. And so this is the number 1 thing I do after I sip my coffee. And then once that's done and over with, I pick up the book that I'm currently reading. And so this book is Man's Search for Meaning, and it is by Viktor Frankl. And I do like this book so far. I feel like I'm in search for leading a more meaningful, purposeful life. And so for me, getting to know his experience, and for those of you guys that don't know what the book is about, Viktor Frankl was actually one of the survivors of the Holocaust, and he talks about his experience and his search for meaning and how he found the will to continue to live despite all the circumstances that he was going through. I read about 20 to 25 pages. That way, before you know it, I'm not only gaining some more knowledge, but I'm also done with the book, and then I pick up another book. And now the third thing is getting my handy dandy notebook. So this notebook serves as a journal, my to-do list, my grateful list. I mean, I pretty much use it for like a 3-in-1. So I write my daily affirmations, I write what I'm grateful for, and then I write what I have to do for the day. So for example, if I'm showing you guys, I have today's date. I write my daily affirmations, and for those of you guys that don't know what that is or don't have one, for example, my daily affirmations are: I am beautiful, I'm intelligent, I'm strong, I'm blessed, and I'm capable. And so I repeat that to myself every morning because it really does help with creating that mindset and really following with your actions and behaviors. And then I write what I'm grateful for. So whatever it is that I said in the morning when I was laying in bed pretty much translates onto the paper. And then I go ahead and write my to-dos for the day. So if I have to film, if I have to edit, if I have to schedule an appointment, whatever it is, I write it down. If I want to go to the gym, and I make sure that I have the satisfaction of crossing each and every task out that I do for that day. And so a lot of people usually use an actual calendar. I actually have a calendar, and I started off strong, but then decided to just transition to this notebook to have it all in one. So this is my actual calendar, and I can show you guys, I was using it, but then I just felt like I wanted to write what I'm grateful for and my affirmations here, and it just didn't work out because this is more so like dates and for you to write to-dos. So I just stopped using this and I started using my other notebook. But pretty much once I finish doing all of that, I then go into my day-to-day work because I do have a 9 to 5. And really that sets me up for success because I've had mornings where I don't do any of this because let's say I wake up at 6 to go to the gym, and by the time I get back, I have to shower to get straight into work. And I'm really just mumble jumbled up in here. And so especially those days when I go to the gym, I'm trying to set my schedule for me to wake up earlier to have my me time prior to heading to the gym so that I can really feel good about the entire rest of my day. And so these are some helpful tips that I do for myself that I think that you would be finding it useful for yourself. So if you guys did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know any other things that you do to set yourself up for success every single morning. And then don't forget to subscribe if you like the videos that you see. Also hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah!